Hello everyone, welcome to this week Middle East Economic Weekly Observation 2025, June 2nd. Why this video delayed for a month? Because I was in vacation uh, in China and for a month, so I have collected all the news, all the information, but I didn't record a video. So this is after I came back to Dubai, I made this recording. It includes all the last 1 month, all the information, all the news. So let's start. Abu Dhabi's economy grew by 4.2%, Dubai's by 3.3% in 2025. This is the projection from IMF. Uh, okay, so UAE's economic momentum continues, led by investment. This is from the HSBC, from the from the middle chief economist for Central and Eastern Europe, Middle East and Africa, and HSBC. So affirm that economic prospects for the GCC, particularly the UAE, remain strong despite the global headwinds. So it's in line with my projection. So in this year, we 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 would not see any fundamental change in the UAE's economy. So we can still hold our asset in the UAE. So let's see what will happen next year. Uh, at the same time, I have seen that the UAE's asset has increased a lot in the price. In starting from this year, I believe. So the lucky thing is that I didn't sell much UAE asset at the beginning of this year. So there's a possibility, but I choose to believe that there's a higher possibility that the asset will increase in this year. Dubai to close all landfills by 2027. So there will be no more landfills. It will go green. I think it will. Uh, it has announced some new facility, right? Waste to energy center. Uh, yeah, etc. And here's about Dubai's tourism industry. Is some data about the XB. It handled a projected 96 million passengers by 2025. The increase rate is about 1.5% from the same period in 2025 in 2024. This regarding the first quarter of this year. And also is largely attributed to the resurgence of Chinese tourists, a key demographic for Dubai, whose travel numbers have been steadily rising as the global travel landscape recovers. Interesting. A lot of Chinese coming here. Um, and here is about the Indian billionaire gets 5 years in jail in Dubai for money laundering. It didn't mention so which kind of money laundering. Oh, here is mentioned through a network of shell company and forged invoices. So yeah, also his son was convicted. Oh, here is the news about OnlyFans model. I believe this is the final news, and we can see from the statement that it was tortured by Russian. I don't know is the correct is the truth or is cooked. So both has possibilities. So but whatever this is, I believe this is the final news, the last news uh, from this thing. And also in the last month, in the May, so UAE reached the highest temperature in the history. It reached 50.4 degrees Celsius. So it's crazy for me. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy hot. So uh, yeah. So what can I say? The climate change is happening, and it influences very such very sensitive territories, including the Middle East. So we can see the extreme hot in the summer. We can see the extreme cold and also the flood in the winter and the spring. Here we look at the Minasa. This is regarding the Saudi, I think. So in the last year, there's 30 million international visitors visited Saudi, and Saudi Arabia was one of the 10 most visited countries in the world. It's unbelievable. Uh, yeah, so it's just unbelievable regarding the number. and it has opened its border to nearly 65 countries, issuing electronic visa. Mm. I believe many of these visitors they went to Saudi for some business for the investment uh, for doing the investment, and I don't know if the economic situation getting worse. I don't know. I'm not sure this person they will remain remain with the Saudi, or they will just they don't visit Saudi anymore. So it's hard to say. And here is Saudi Arabia, China's what's the company's name? DHX Group. Oh, it's a small. I think it's how to say it's I think it's a private owned companies, yeah, in China to build the first template plant in Ras Al Khaimah. Yeah. Okay, I don't know how to pronounce it, but if I build some new plant, uh, the region is the first facility of its kind with an annual capacity of 400,000 tons. It's regarding the tin-free steel production. Wow, so well, it's a good thing. Like they have some plant here. Here is East Asia and Middle East. So Pony AI expands to Middle East with Dubai RTA robotaxi deal. So it's expected that by the 2030, 25% of all the transportation will be converted to the self-driving. So it's a good thing. And here's about Japan's imports of Saudi oil. So in March, it reached 31 million barrels. So it's representing almost 40% of the overall Japan's import. While the UAE provided the other 30%. So in total, about 70% of our Japan's oil is coming from the Saudi and the UAE altogether. All the Arab countries they share 96.9% of the total imports. So so there's no wonder that Japan has to deal very good relationship with the Arab world, and at the same time, Arab they like Japan, so it's a double win. So they like Japanese culture very much, especially some cartoons and some fashion design, etc. China's Jet2 plans to plans a car making facility in Dubai. I think is a good choice. Jet2 is very popular in Dubai, in UAE, because maybe also in Middle East as well, because most of its cars in is SUV. The price is very affordable, and also the design is very modern. It's very the functional very well. So so it's a good choice. I see the very good market for Jet2 in Dubai, in UAE, in Middle East. DFM TWSE signed MOU to strengthen cross-border financial cooperation. I think it's DFM, and maybe you can buy some stocks listed in TWSE. Before DFM also signed MOU, signed a cooperation deal with Shanghai Stock Exchange, with no with Hong Kong Stock Exchange, but I didn't see any changes, any products offered in the DFM. I didn't see any. Maybe there is, but I just miss it. It's just not very popular. China's CITIC and MAG Group to work on the 6 billion project in Dubai. I think China's state-owned conglomerate will finance the development of a planned 22 billion dirham, 6 billion development in Dubai. Wow, this is crazy. This is crazy. So MAG is a luxury property developer in Dubai. Uh, it has very good track record, but such a big amount in such a time. So I think it's very hard for the company to fund the finance and finally China City offer the help. Maybe I don't think currently is a good time. It's a good market time because in the last year, many developers they have stopped to launch new projects. So because the market is changing, yeah, they don't want to have so much stock in the recession market. And later we will mention some the latest observation from the Fitch regarding the Dubai property market. Here's about China's PPI going down 2.7% in April. And also China deflation very updated choose a trade war with the US. So in the last 2 straight years, China has seen economy-wide price falling, and the consumer inflation below zero for the past 3 months. Um, so starting from the July 30, Emirates will operate 49 weekly flights to the Chinese mainland, including the double daily service to Beijing and Shanghai, daily flights to Guangzhou and Shenzhen, and the new daily service to Hangzhou. Uh, yeah, it's a good thing. A lot of people they come, many Chinese they can come to Dubai with a direct flight. It's about 8 hours, 8 hours flight. China's economy in trouble. What Beijing's record rate cuts really mean? I think it's in the last month. I think China has cut 1 year LPR from 3.1 to 3.0%. And China's my professor CHSB's uh, uh, investor sentiment survey found more Chinese investors retreat to safe assets because there's not much assets can generate some abnormal return in China. So many Chinese, especially the rich people, they they have strong willing to invest in gold. My professor Liu is here. Uh, Tokyo, the number of Japanese students studying abroad in the fiscal year ending March increased 1.5 times compared to the previous years. So many Chinese are studying abroad as well. There are two reasons. One reason is Japan's economy is getting better. The other reason is that I don't know. Many young Japanese they don't like their country. They really hate their Japanese culture, especially the communist culture. Seniority culture is they very hate it. Okay, Korea is so as soon as they got money, they will leave the country. So it's interesting. But Japan is a good country. Korea's foreign reserves fall to 5-year low in April. Yeah, it's just for yeah. So Tokyo knife attacker blames toxic parenting. Okay, so what have I mentioned? It's all makes sense. Like the young Japanese they like the toxic parenting, so they want to leave the country. So as soon as they have the money, they will leave the country. So here it mentioned many Japanese they very lonely. So almost 39 of people living in Japan feel lonely. Here is Japan's 30-year government bond yield. So there's a very high deficit possibility. So we can see the bond yield has reached the same high 30 years ago. 30 years ago, there's a financial crisis happening in Japan. So Japan now is back to that level regarding the Japanese government bond because Japan has very strong, very high government deficit, very high government. Okay, so Japan inflation climbs at the fastest rate in more than 2 years. So it shows how booming the market is. We can see that a lot of foreigners that are on the street of Japan. So yeah, so it's an amazing economy. So the situation is very good. You can see the huge amount of people there on the street, on the people's walking street, but it's empty on the road. So you can see how the people in Japan they are following orders. They are yeah, there's orders, very good orders in Japan. So people like it and people follow it. Here is the situation globally. The economy contracts for first time since 2022 on import surge, just because of tariff. Eurozone growth unexpectedly quickens, but the trade hit still ahead. So I think in Q1, the major economies in Europe, including Germany, France, Italy, and Spain, they have very good performance in the first quarter, about 0.4% grew. Because China's trade dominance has risen despite the tariffs. The number of products where country has more than 50% share of global exports. Here we can see China has reached the peak in 2023, I think. EU, US, they are getting lower, or we can see the stabilized. Indian and Japan is also getting stabilized. Yeah. India is on the right trend, but it's not very. And in the last month, Moody downgrades America's credit rating, uh, citing rising debt. So it's in line with the Japan situation. So we can see here the U.S. 30-year bond yield hits highest since late 2023. That's why the Moody they have downgraded the U.S. Treasury. China's Treasury holdings have fallen below those of the UK. So this is the pink one is China's treasury holding. We can see it's decreased a lot. I think it start from 2020. Now it has below the UK, and Japan it still holds a lot, but also I think it has decreased its holding. All the other countries they increased their holding in the last few years. Mm. Okay, let's talking about oil. We don't have much time. It's already 20 minutes, I think. The oil holds the April slump as started signal increase OPEC supply, and the oil rests on expectation Trump will unveil US trade deal with UK. So all these news are about the last month, so I put it together. OPEC Plus discusses another supersized output hike for July. Oil climbs in risk on mood as trade court blocks Trump's tariff. So I think how to say what the current price? Current price is 66 per barrel. I think it's so overall in the last month, I think it's increased a little because there's a very optimism about the overall economy and also the oversupply has a little influence, but it was offset by the optimism regarding the economy. And here's about the gold. I think the current gold price has been stabilized at 3,050, I think. Yeah. So we can see in the last 2 years, 3 years, it increased almost a double, right? It's almost a double its price since 2023. Yeah, but here you can see many people just stating that gold is overvalued. But compared with the financial crisis, people have seen the gold is overvalued for many years, about 4 years, I believe. And finally, it started decrease. Here it's just 2 years, I think. Just last 2 years, people say it's overvalued. We have still have if we compare it with the last financial crisis, we still have 2 years to go to reach the peak. So there's maybe this time the gold price will reach maybe 4,000, 12,000. I think that has a highly possible, highly possible, very high possibility. 5,000 is coming, I think. Okay, let's look at the company. So in the last month, the companies in Dubai financial market performed very well, and you can see the figure. So this is the latest. This is the last week figure. So 1 month it increased almost 5%. Year to today, so increased 6.5%. UAE markets fall, but Dubai index ends May at multi-year high. And I think there's a long way to go. It can reach it can reach I think it can reach the same level compared with the 2028, 2008, the last financial crisis. As it's not in bubble, I think it's still very good support regarding the dividend, regarding the growth. So the support is strong. So I believe there's still some growth space. But to be honest, the current price is already very high. So it's very up to you. Like you want to put more money in the market, or you just hold the cash and to see how it goes. Yeah. And here's some news regarding the Dubai financial market. Dubai financial market record trading activity in the first quarter. Uh, it's a remarkable 6.7% increase in average daily trading volume. It's the highest level in over a decade. So you can see it's already very popular here. Um, So institutional investor account for 7.2% of DFM trading value, up from 6.5% last year. Here's DIVA. DIVA added to MSCI Emerging Market Index. DIVA announced record quarterly revenue of 5.9 billion dirham. Okay, so it's not big number, so but it's very strong, very good business, very fundamental business. IMA post 50% increase year on year regarding the revenue. Dubai Residential raised that IPO price range. It's seeking to rise up to 1.79 billion. So the price range is about how much? What is the price range? Price range is here is 1.1 per unit. The current price is 1.2, more than 1.2. So it's so if you buy it, you can get a 10% premium. So it's a good thing. It's a very good deal. So, but I didn't buy it. I didn't study it much. So I think I can buy it lower in the future, but hard to say. Also, in the last month, Dubai has launched Perco Mint. Dubai is the first, I think, is the first legalized because it's backed by the government. Dubai's real estate tokenized, so you can buy such token and to hold Dubai property. The minimum price is minimum investment amount is 2,000 dirham. Okay, let's look at the UAE property. Dubai Rulers Investment Firm plans to list residential REIT. Okay, here I think I should put it here. Put it all together. Okay, so here we already know its price and its amount. Okay, and Dubai real estate property market hits all-time high with nearly $17 billion April transactions. Okay, and UAE has enlarged its golden visa coverage, so it has including the nurses, teachers in Dubai, they can get 10 years residency, and also if you are a very good gamer, you're gaming professionals, so you can apply the 10-year golden visa as well. And Dubai's plan for affordable housing project for working professionals takes off. So the total unit number is 17,000 residential units for working professionals in both the public and private sectors. And also there's news regarding there's a one Dubai brokerage firm, so it vanished with millions in investors fund. So what's the name? What's the name? The name is Sigma One Capital. So previously we have seen some similar scam in Dubai, but they are targeting the South Asian, so mainly Indian. I don't know. I think it's also targeting Indian. So Dubai Holdings set IPO price for Dubai Residential at 1.1 dirham. Oh, I really should invest it. It's a sure gain, I think, but I wouldn't hold it in the long time because risk in my view is not a good asset. You can see currently it has a gross dividend yield of 7.7% for 2025, but this is there's a basic calculation is that in the future it rents will going down because the currently is the peak market. It will has some recession. The market will go recession, but the sad thing is that your purchase price, your cost wouldn't going down because your purchase price, your cost is fixed at the time you purchase at the peak market. So in the future, it can go 4%, the yield maybe. Yeah, I think it will go 4%, but still very good. 4% still very good. Okay, let's look at the Dubai DLD launch Mina's first tokenized real estate project. Okay, we have mentioned it before. It's here. I think I should bring it here. I bring it here, so it will make more sense. Here, okay. So this building is the Dubai Land Department building. So it's land by the government. So it's totally legalized and secure. Okay. Here is the big news. Like Fitch, they have some report regarding the Dubai property price is expected to fall by 15% on supply glut this year. So following this year, there will be, I believe there will be another 15%, 20%, and this momentum will continue for 2, 3, maybe 5 years maximum. I think 3 years, 3 years. I think it will last for 3 years. Every year there will be a 15% decrease. And also, let's look at the crypto. In May, so Eric Trump, the son of President Trump, he came to Dubai and he's very bullish on the Dubai property on the cryptos. Antafa will go publish in Nasdaq. Oh my god, this is amazing. And Warren Buffett delivered 16,000 gains since listing. But he still called Bitcoin as the red poison. I think it's the same. He has the same view on gold as well. Best Crypto and Bitcoin Casino US 2025. There's advertising. I should delete it. Government of Dubai to accept crypto payments for fees. Currently, it has the cooperation that signed MOU with Crypto.com. I think it's still ongoing. It's not finalized. To test the plan at Trump's Mimicoin gala over alleged crypto corruption. Bybit becomes the first crypto exchange to enable global stocks trading with USDT. So you can buy the US stocks on Bybit. So this is an amazing thing. And you can also buy gold on Binance as well. Crypto City is coming Kazakhstan to fuse blockchain with daily life. So Kazakhstan is also very welcome crypto, and yeah, I should go and visit if I make some money. Okay, this is all for the last month actually. So see you in the next week. Bye bye.